Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Today I will be taking you through my current glute workout, all of the exercises that I do, the sets, the reps, the intensity. You will feel the burn from this workout, trust me. I have been doing like this exact one and progressively increasing the weights each week for quite a few months now, and I have noticed such a difference in my glutes. I will try and find a before and now and after picture, just to sort of demonstrate the changes that have been made. Like I don't want to be too detailed with you guys, but sometimes like I would just like kind of grab my butt and be like, when did this get here? Like, it's the best feeling. I know that on social media it seems like everyone is just trying to get the biggest and the best glutes, and actually what I've seen a lot, which kind of frustrates me, is a lot of fitspos are just training their lower body and neglecting their upper body just so they can have these amazing proportions. I would not recommend doing that. So I actually train upper body 3 times a week. I have a back workout, a chest workout, and a shoulder workout, and I train legs 2 times a week. One is quad and hamstring focused, and one is solely glute focused, because yes, while it's great to have a very nice defined glutes and quads and hamstrings, you can't have all of that definition and then kind of like be slacking with your upper body. I don't know, some girls are kind of afraid of looking like having like defined shape. To be honest, I love having defined shape and I think it looks so badass. So that's why I do train upper body a lot. I will be doing a voiceover over the whole session, so you'll be able to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing certain movements. Let's get to the gym. First up is warming up. I take 10 to 15 minutes to warm up before I even touch a barbell. First of all, I'm doing 10 leg swings on each leg, then I grab a 2.5 kilo plate and I do 10 abductors, I think that's what they're called, on each leg. I then do this twice over, so I'm really just warming up the glutes and getting that mind muscle connection, which is going to be really imperative during this workout. After this, I grab my resistance band and I do 40 crab walks, so I do 20 one way and then 20 back. I then do another 10 abductors, and I have not sped this part up just so you can see the pace at which I'm doing it, which I do quite a bit through this workout. After this, I put the band up on my thighs and I do 10 full range squats. However, you can see I don't come straight up at the top because I want to keep tension on my glutes the whole time. And to finish up, I do 20 clamshells on each leg. These are so good at targeting the glutes. These have been sped up, so do them a little bit slower. I just didn't want to bore you all. And then I do this whole warm-up routine twice. So if you add in the first part and then the banded part, it does end up taking about 10 to 15 minutes. After all this, surprise, surprise, more warming up. I now start with sumo deadlifts, and so I'm just doing 10 here with just the bar, which weighs 20 kilos. It's a normal Olympic lifting bar. I then add on another 20 kilos, so I've got 40 kilos. And again, I'm just focusing on getting that contraction before I put the heavy weights on. And it's so important during this exercise to really like contract your glutes at the top. I nearly said clench, but that's a little bit weird, isn't it? Clench your glutes. Now I'm moving on to my working set. So I did a 4x10 working set of 55 kilos. I've purposefully not sped this up so you can see the speed at which I'm lifting, because I think that that's a really important aspect of watching these workout videos. Remember that your weights are obviously going to be a little bit different. This is just my weight that I lift, and this is just the movement, but obviously you don't want to be going too heavy and compromising your form. And I have found if I go too heavy, I use more of my back and less of my glutes, so keep that in mind. Next up, we've got hip thrusts. So to warm up for those, I've got the band back on and I just do 20 body weight hip thrusts to get me nice and prepared before I do some bar warm-ups as well. I've got a 40 kilo barbell here and I'm just again warming up. I've got a nice foam pad on the bar. Please use a pad or something, don't hurt your organs. Now I'm moving on to my working set, and again, the speed is off so you can see the time at which I'm doing it. I think I've got 60 kilos on the bar here. This setup is quite difficult for some, so I have used the Smith machine before. So if this is something that is just a little bit too difficult for you to navigate, try the Smith machine. It works really, really well. Next up, we've got one of my favorites, the one leg leg press. Now, when you're doing this, make sure to turn your toes out a little bit and really come to the edge of the leg press so you're activating the glute and not the quad. I'm doing 10 here on each leg, and I'll do this 4 times in total. So the first 4 exercises, I do 10 reps for 4 sets. Last one here before we get onto the supersets are stiff leg deadlifts. I've just started doing these in the Smith machine because I find that I get a really nice control in the movement. So I use a step because it means I get a better range of motion. I chuck on a band as it will stop my knees turning outwards, which will activate more of my quads. And I just go for it. Make sure your posture is good in this. You want a nice flat back, and you really want to be, again, contracting those quads on the way up. And now for the superset. So I have 2 exercises in my first superset. The first exercise is a donkey kick, the classic booty exercise. You'll notice here that I'm keeping my leg kind of horizontal. I keep it underneath my glutes. Now you'll see a lot of fitspos that will point their leg really up high because it looks good, but it does nothing for activation. Next up, I've got cable pull-throughs, which have to be the most embarrassing gym exercise ever. But the problem is they're really, really effective. So I would just recommend giving them a go. Try and find an empty corner of the gym, and you can afford to go pretty heavy with these ones. Second superset are kneeling squats. Both of my supersets are 3x10 on both exercises. This is like a squat, but you're really just isolating your glutes. I really, really like this one. It's one of my new favorites. And then the second exercise in this superset is a reverse hyperextension. I've got the band on my ankles and I'm really taking my time with this one. And you see, oh, hello, yes, why? Okay. And you see, I'm not throwing my legs upwards. I'm really bringing them up with control, and I'm just pausing when I get to where I'm in line with my glutes. Do that again 3 times, and then I stretch and I chill. Actually, I did 15 there. Sorry, I lied, I did 15.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it informative, and maybe you can incorporate some of these exercises in your next workout. If you have any questions about any of the exercises that were done, please leave them in the comment section down below. I will have the whole workout actually written up in the description box, so if you're a little bit confused about certain things, just have a little look there. But like I said, give these exercises a go in the gym, and remember that the biggest things when it comes to gaining muscle, like you can do all the best exercises in the world, but number 1, you have to focus on progressive overload. So if I did the exact same way, exact same workouts week in, week out, over time I would stop progressing because your body adapts to that training stimulus. So each week or every second week, you want to be focusing to increase your volume, and that can either be through increasing reps, increasing sets, or increasing weight. Personally, I like to go by the increasing weight type of thing because that's a little bit easier to do, and it means that, you know, like I don't have to continuously add reps until all of a sudden I'm spending 3 hours in the gym, because that's not what you want. I have been increasing the weights on certain things. That's really the number 1 key to gaining strength, so please keep that in mind. A second thing to keep in mind is that while you can build muscle in a caloric deficit, it's a lot harder and it's a lot slower. So if you really, really, truly want to grow your muscles, you gotta eat. Like, you have to eat. I eat a lot of food. I'm currently in like a maintenance phase right now, but even then I'm eating over 2,200 calories a day just to maintain my weight. And so you really need to be fueling your body for these type of exercises and this type of lifestyle, because, you know, you can be eating in a deficit, but you're not gonna get the muscles that you want. So you have to decide what you want and weigh up your options here. So please, please remember to eat. Fuel your training, and don't be afraid to do that. If you like these type of videos, make sure to let me know by number 1, subscribing, number 2, giving me a big thumbs up, and number 3, leaving me a comment down below. And I will see you all in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching. See you later.